You're healing on every level. You're healing on a DNA level. You're healing on a mental level. You're also healing on a physical level and an emotional level. And they are all so integrated, so correlated, and so connected. So give yourself a break. Hi, you guys. How are you today? Welcome to Be a Frequency. I'm Olivia, and I am so grateful that you're joining me here today. Be a Frequency is a channel where we explore the evolution of human consciousness, as well as come to a point where we can truly realize, recognize, and actualize our already innate wholeness, our power, our potential, and our already innate perfection within, so that we can better balance our humanity with our divinity while walking this path of life. Today, I just have a few quick words for you about integration. And the basic theme of this video is going to be having patience with ourselves. As a lot of you know, right now we are coming off of a huge eclipse, and it's eclipse season. We have another one coming up, the Lunar Eclipse, which is on May 5th. This is a time of intense energy. I'm pretty sure that you guys are probably feeling it. I know that I have been. And I just wanted to offer a few words of encouragement, uplifting during this time because it's intense. There's a lot going on. And energetically, there is an alchemical process that is going on within each and every one of us. It is a time of transition. It is a time of beginnings and endings. As the last eclipse, the solar eclipse, was grand new beginnings for us in our lives. And of course, that is highly dependent on every individual as to what we are going through during this time and what new beginnings are coming into our lives and what new things are flowing in and what comfort zones it is time to break out of, and it is time to set forth into new journeys and new paths. And it's so important that we take that initiative and do that. The universe, if there's one thing that this realm and this universe does not really allow for, it's stagnancy. We're always getting that extra push to keep on moving forward and to keep on evolving. So really try to let that skin of the past go. I know it's not easy, and I know that we're all probably feeling it in different ways, yet simultaneously, because we're all going through these energetic shifts, whether we're aware of it or not. And with the lunar eclipse approaching in early May, we're going to be having some endings, doing some releasing. And during this eclipse season, it's sort of like an energetic shakeup to the system. Now, if you are watching this channel, you know you are probably somebody who participates in energy work or practice some form of energy healing, or perhaps you do your own holistic modalities. You have a meditation practice. You have some practice where you try to bring yourself back into balance and a form of alignment. I just want to say that that's what this is all about right now. But the intensity of the energy can leave us feeling almost at a loss sometimes, or like we're either behind the 8 ball or we're not keeping up. And I just want you to know that that's normal and that's natural. Change is the only constant. I always love to say that. Change is the only constant in this realm, but change is not easy. Change is challenging. And without that contrast, without that challenge, we never really get pushed to the next level. And yes, these are all very obvious and cliche things for me to state, but when you're going through it, it's a whole different story. And sometimes just hearing somebody validate and acknowledge your process and your experience of existence at any given time can really be helpful. And that's why I just wanted to put out these few words. And I'm just going to speak for myself for a moment. I had an opportunity to go to a really incredible healing retreat with a wonderful healer named Rob Worgan. I don't know if you guys are familiar, and I'm sure that I will share more of this in the future, but I was in Monterey, California, and I was going through just a huge process of inner alchemy myself. And I had the opportunity to go with my mom, who is also a Reiki master. So we're both very much into the energy work, into our spiritual paths. And it was such a beautiful experience. While we were there, we had a night where we had this huge shamanic ceremony outside, and we had a fire, and it was just a beautiful ritual to anchor in our new intentions and release what is time to go and what no longer serves, and to allow that to pass on, and just to thank the elements and the energies around us that are supporting us on our paths, moving us forward in this way. And sometimes we feel all alone on this path. Sometimes it's very easy to feel isolated. Sometimes it's easy to feel like nobody quite understands what we're going through. But one of the greatest gifts and takeaways from this healing experience that I've been on currently is that we're never alone. We're never alone. Even when we feel alone in the physical, I can guarantee you that there is so much support behind you. There is so much guidance. There is so much love around us. And if we could just tap in to that love, which is our true essence, and really hold on to that through these times, we will be okay. The other side is where we feel that rejuvenation and that refreshing reboot and that boost that we so crave. So hold on if you're going through it right now. Coming off of that retreat, when I came home, I had all these grand plans for all of the things that I was gonna do, like on the airplane. I'm gonna edit these videos and I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna bang this out and do this and all of these things. And none of that really materialized because the process was just so all-encompassing for me. And I just really wanted to be in the moment and be present. And I have since I got back, I actually had the opportunity to then do this incredible shamanic healing with a local healer in my area. It was also something that I shared with my mom because she did the same thing, which was really cool because we've been able to sort of have parallel experiences in different ways, even though we're on very different journeys. It was really neat to be able to share this experience with her because we have shared so much along this journey together. So it was actually a healing that was done prior, but I had a meeting about the healing and we were going over what she saw during her ceremony. And wow, it was sitting with this woman and she's basically telling me my life story. She's never met me before. She knows nothing about me. The only thing she had was a photo of me. And she came back from a shamanic journey and was able to tell me so much about my life. Hearing that was just beautiful and surreal. And since these catalyzing events, I have been going through a massive integration myself. What inspired me to really make this video and just talk a little bit about it is that I have been wholly exhausted during this time. I have really had to listen to my body about not doing too much on a daily basis. I'm somebody who I love to work out every day. I'm very active. I love to move my body. I love to get my exercise in, and I've had to cut it down on that and really lean back a little bit and embrace more my feminine side. And I talked about this in another video, which is coming out really soon. But I have had to really listen to my body and allow myself to let these changes in these transitions just integrate. And as long as it takes, it takes. And what I can do, I can do. What I can't do, I can't do. I have to listen to myself and my inner guidance system. And, sometimes I think I'm, really balanced. And then I realize that I'm like super in my masculine because I'm trying to do this, and this and get it all accomplished. When I can just let it happen and truly be present and receive each and every moment and take that time to observe and really sit and just experience the shifts. And it's not always pleasant. When you're going through a huge integration, you can feel just exhausted. You can feel symptoms of illness. You can feel flu-like symptoms. You can feel like very demotivated. And for me personally, I've had a lot of like body aches going on just with all of the shifts and changes that are going on. Just remember that if you're doing a lot of healing work, whether it's Reiki sessions, whether it's energy work, or whether it's integration through your meditation practice, or if you're doing a lot of shadow work, inner work, etc., you're healing on every level. You're healing on a DNA level. You're healing on a mental level. You're also healing on a physical level and an emotional level. And they are all so integrated, so correlated, and so connected. So give yourself a break. There is nothing you deserve more right now than your own compassion, in your own care, and your own patience. Patience is something that I am learning so much right now, as well as surrender, as well as giving myself the time, giving myself the grace, and setting up my day and my schedule and my movements around ease, as much ease as possible as I allow these new energies to come in, the old to leave, and everything to integrate. Give yourself the love, the compassion, the time, and the ease that you need right now. You deserve it. You are 100% worthy. I guarantee you that on the other side of whatever you're going through right now, your empowerment lies, and you are teaching yourself every moment that you are a capable being and you are capable of overcoming whatever is in your path. And that presence, that gift of presence that you're giving yourself is going to yield so many blessings on the other side, because you're learning to sit with whatever comes along. And I'm going to say it again, it's intense right now. So let it be, let it integrate. There's nothing wrong with you. Don't get too critical. When I have the moments of clarity, when I can just sit with myself and really understand all of this and remind myself of this, I have such an inner calm and an inner peace that comes up, and just a sense of love. And that's what I'm holding on to right now as I go through my process. So I hope this helped you in some way to know that you're not alone through whatever you're experiencing right now. Be ready for some new beginnings in your life. And I know that we will all take what is given to us and transmute that which no longer serves into some really beautiful energy and experiences in our lives. So until next time, I'm Olivia for Via Frequency. Thank you so much for joining me here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful evening. Love yourself. Now is the time to really love on yourself. If any time at all, every time is the time to love on yourself, but especially right now. All right, guys, have a good one. Ta-ta for now.